So last week, Marjorie Taylor Greene tried to take a shot at the Biden administration by sharing a story that nobody is able to corroborate, where she actually put a screenshot of a group text, not a group text that she's on as far as I know, but a group text where one person in the text is telling the rest of the family that so-and-so was at the TJ Maxx parking lot, touched their car handle, and got fentanyl poisoning and almost died. So here is what Marjorie Taylor tweeted out along with that image of the alleged group chat. Fentanyl poisonings aren't just something you see on the news. It's now so common it's in your family group text. No one is safe. Over 300 people are dying every day because the Biden admin refuses to secure our border. Because, you know, people are touching their car handles and dropping dead because criminals are just out there putting fentanyl, expensive fentanyl that they could make money off of, but instead of that, they just want to kill people, right? I mean, that's how drug dealers work. They're not in it for the money. Conservatives are the dumbest people, and no one should ever listen to them. Because here's the thing. Now medical experts, in response to Marjorie Taylor Greene's idiotic tweet, have had to come out and say fentanyl is not absorbed through the skin, unless you get a prescription fentanyl patch, in which case it has to sit on you for hours for it to enter your bloodstream. Because powdered fentanyl, pill fentanyl, whatever it is, doesn't go into your skin. Now, if you had an open wound, an actively bleeding open wound, you could probably get some fentanyl in your bloodstream that way, they say. If you had it on your fingers and then, touched your nose, really kind of, shoved it up in there, you could get poisoning that way if there was enough there, but it would take a decent amount, more than you could probably get to sit on a car door handle. But other than that, there's no way this story could possibly even be true. It's also not true, by the way, that Biden's just letting all this fentanyl come across the border. You know how we know that? Because every couple of days we get news about a big fentanyl bust, people trying to bring it across the border, and they get caught. And then what conservatives do is they'll put that out there on Twitter and be like, see, this is what's happening in Biden's America. If you've spent any time on Twitter in the last 8 months, you've seen these stories. And you've seen the idiot conservatives trashing Biden because Border Patrol caught people trying to bring drugs. Like, the drugs aren't making it to the street. They were caught, they were seized, they're being destroyed. And the Republicans are like, see, this is what happens. What? That we actually catch criminals now that Biden's in power? This is idiotic. Of course, they're doing it right before the election because immigration, the border, is the number 3 issue that voters say they care about. Crime is number 2. And this fits both descriptions, right? You get to trash Biden for something that's not even true because you know your idiot base is gonna believe it. One of today's video sponsors is Rhone. Let's face it, guys, finding clothes that fit right and look good is way harder than it should be. Now, I've always struggled to find good quality clothing that has the perfect fit that can go from business to casual at a moment's notice. But Rhone has solved that problem for me. The dress shirt was due for a radical reinvention, and Rhone stepped up to the challenge. Rhone's commuter shirt is the most comfortable, breathable, and flexible shirt known to man, and here's why. Rhone's comfortable 4-way stretch fabric provides breathability and flexibility that leaves you free to enjoy what life throws your way, from your commute to work to your 18 holes of golf. It's time to feel confident with a wrinkle-free shirt without the hassle. With Rhone's wrinkle release technology, wrinkles disappear as you stretch and wear the shirt. It's that easy. With Gold Fusion anti-odor technology, you'll be smelling fresh and clean all day long. And on top of that, Rhone is 100% machine washable, so you can ditch the dry cleaner altogether. In addition to Rhone's dress shirts, I also love their t-shirts. And with cold weather arriving, their long sleeve tee is perfect for a crisp fall day. So head to Rhone.com/ROF and use promo code ROF to save 20% off your entire order. That's 20% off your entire order when you head to RHONE.com/ROF and use code ROF. It's time to find your corner office comfort.